Very good afternoon and welcome to Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Today's NBL basketball action features the Derby Trailblazers going up against Team Newcastle University. Derby have Ash Ugo wearing 2, Charlie Brown is 4, Josh Budemi 5, Blake Bowman 6, William Bridgefield in 7, Ollie Stanley the captain in 8, Dom Prosper in 9, Kieran Jones 10, 11 Jacob Conway, 12 Jacob Chilver, 13 Malcolm Smith and 17 Ronald Rivera. Newcastle have 4 Semper Yabantu, 5 Matt Tomlinson, 6 David Moyer, 7 Brandon Federici, 8 Nikolai Early, 9 Jacob Cawthorne, 10 Nassim Abu Ramadan, 11 Ronald Blaine, 12 Emmanuel Kabangula who's the captain, 14 Oscar Lee Hales and 15 John Cork. Newcastle coached by Mark Elderkin, Derby of course coached by Matt Shaw, Paul Bowen and Jake Brown. Two sets of starting fives are out on court. It's a solo commentary today, as Michael was unable to join me due to problems with the trains, I think, today. But we'll take a pause before the start of the game as the players take the knee. And Jacob Conway shoots the 3, doesn't go, rebounded by Federici. Blaine is called for a travel. I'll be back in possession with Blake Bowman. Captain Ollie Stanley. One of the wingers with Charlie Brown. Blake Bowman thinks about the 3, resets, puts up the long shot. It's off in front of the rim and brought down by Moyer. Moyer to Federici. Long pass cut talk to Blaine. Blaine to Early. Not afraid to shoot the 3, the big man. Kept alive by Newcastle. Shot from Moyer is well long and well contested by Ollie Stanley. The ball goes out of the Newcastle player, so Derby will have end-line possession. Referee not happy with the match ball, so we're going to swap that. In COVID times, there are always plenty of match balls so that they can be sanitised in between. So we'll just swap to another ball. Jacob Conway to Derby into Ollie Stanley. Charlie Brown. Goes to work, drives inside, gets the 2. Charlie Brown. Good to hear the Derby bench making the noise to help their team defensively, but it doesn't stop Early from getting a long 2. Blake Bowman powering himself inside, dishes out into the corner. Jacob Conway's heel was over the line, so the shot will not count. Blaine to Federici for the Newcastle side. Federici with a huge 3, doesn't go. Collected by Blake Bowman. Malcolm Smith. Long two. It's deep, but it makes it. Derby into a 4-2 advantage as we approach the third minute. Blade fires up for long three. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Charlie Brown. Newcastle not in action yesterday. So we're due to play at Oakland for the ball wasn't available there. Smith short with that one. Rebounded by Yabatu. Blade. Drive to the basket from Moyer is stopped by Derby defensively, but it's a foul on Ollie Stanley. His first and the team's first. "82 people watching the stream already, good to see. Get involved in the chat as well if you can, we should be able to see the comments as they come in. Moyer gets the first shot to drop. Completes the set to tie the game. Nice feed from Blake Bowman into Jacob Conway for two. Again, Derby bench making a lot of noise. Federighi brings it inside, doesn't go. Collected by Ollie Stanley. Charlie Brown kicks it out to Blake, back to Charlie. Conway at the top. Feeds down to Blake Bowman. Bowman with the 1-2, doesn't go off Palau. Rebounded by Moyer. Derby gets it back. Ollie Stanley. Changes his mind, drives to the side, gets two. Lane on the offensive putback is good. First points for the American. Derby leading 8-6, 5:50 in the first remaining. Charlie Brown into Malcolm Smith. Malcolm is fouled by Early. Ollie Stanley and Blake Bowman checking out. Ash Ugo and Josh Kademi coming in for Derby. Malcolm gets both. Change for Newcastle. This is Early checking out, I think. Yeah. And he's replaced by 9 Jacob Cawthorne. Good hustle from Derby on deep. Didn't quite get the steal. Moyer puts up the three, it's off left and it's rebounded by Charlie Brown. Charlie, great feed down to Jacob Conway, gets the two to drop and draws a whistle. The foul is on 9. That's Jacob Cawthorne, foul within seconds of joining the action. And I seem to think he actually fouled out of at least one of the previous games that's been played between these two sides. Timeout now called by Newcastle. Jacob Cawthorne. And Conway made the shot, he'll have a bonus to come. And the three-point play is converted. Derby lead 13-6, 5:51 on the clock. Ubantu feeds inside to Blaine, good deep from Malcolm Smith, and Smith forces a turnover. Yeah, Jacob Cawthorne rather did foul out in the reverse league fixture on the 7th of November. 5 fouls and 2 points. Here's Smith at the other end, driving inside for 2, making it look very easy. And the reply, very quick break, completed by David Moyer. Charlie Brown to Derby into Conway. Jacob Conway puts up the 3, it's short. Selected by Federighi. Federighi to Ubantu. Moyer. Cawthorne going strong to the hole, gets there. Chance for a three-point play for him. Foul is on Josh Gudemi. Blake Bowman checking back in for Derby. Jacob Conway going out. Cawthorne short with a 3-point potential, and Malcolm Smith gets the rebound. Jacob's dad is, of course, a very long-serving player in the BBL for Sheffield Sharks. I don't think he missed many free throws back in the day. Foul called on Federighi, his first. Blake Bowman goes baseline, has his shot block, gets it back again, slipped out of his hands, and it's a Newcastle ball. By Derby, stays with Newcastle from the side. Checking in for Derby, wearing 10, is Kieran Jones. Relatively diminutive Kieran Jones, but if you were watching the game yesterday, you'll have seen him get a dunk, showing his athleticism. It's Charlie Brown who takes a breather. For Newcastle, kicks it out into the corner for Ubantu, the 3's no good, rebounded by Malcolm Smith. Owen driving inside, draws contact, fouls on Ubantu. That's his first, and it's the 4th on Team Newcastle. So any further fouls, automatic foul shots. Bantu checking out. He's going to be replaced by 12 Emmanuel Bengay, who's the captain. Then he thinks about the three, pops up the three, off the rim, rebounded by Federici. Moya driving inside, dishes off under the basket to Cawthorne. Great D from Josh Kademi. And a 3-second violation called. Real good strong D from Josh Kademi there. Through Jones and Kademi, tried to find Red Bogan into the basket, but pass was a little long. Moya brings it back over the halfway line, and that will be a Derby ball. Great hustle from Ash Ugo, who forced the error from Federici, the dual national. Drives inside, great feed to Malcolm Smith. Malcolm gets the 2 and gets to the line again. Foul is on 7, Federici's second personal. Kademi checking out, replaced by Ollie Stanley. Federici will go out, and it looks like it's Ubantu that's coming back in. Short for the free throw, and it's rebounded by Newcastle. Goes on to Moya. Moya with the shots. It's good. Ollie Stanley kicks out to Dylan Jones. Jones will pop up the shot from distance. Doesn't go. Pulled down by Blade. Quickly across the half court. And that's Kabengele with the 2. And a timeout is called by Derby. Kabengele, a high percentage shooter for Team Newcastle. And making the first shots, he's only just come off the bench, but certainly not hesitating to actually pop up that shot and convert it. So 1.5 to go in the first quarter, 3-point game to Derby. Remember, Newcastle won the reverse fixture by 10, so Derby are really looking today to try and not only win this game, but to win it by 11 or more. That would give them the head-to-head if the two sides remain tied in the final league table. Charlie Brown back in the game for Derby. One of the Beery written wearing 17. It's Smith going inside. Doesn't get the book to drop, but another foul is called. That may be number 2 on Cawthorne, it is. I reckon that's the third or fourth foul that Malcolm has drawn already in the game. Hawthorne checking out. And he will be replaced by 15, John Cork. So 4 out of 5 for Malcolm at the line. Gives Derby a 5-point lead. Bengali into Cork. Back out through Ubanto and Moyer. Blaine thinks about the 3, gets it back to Moyer at the top. Back to Blaine. Blaine does put up the 3. Doesn't go, and that rebound machine, Ollie Stanley collects. Stolen away by Ubanto. Feeds into Blaine. Blaine gets the 2. Charlie Brown for Derby. Moved to Ronald Iberian. Ugo. Ronald in the corner. Gets it into Malcolm. Another 2 points good for Malcolm Smith and another foul drawn. Malcolm really playing well in the early stages of this one. Foul is on to Bengali. And another sub by Newcastle as they try and deal with this foul situation that they're encountering. Checking in is 14, Oscar Lee Hales, replacing Themba Yabantu. Ollie Stanley just checking out for Derby, and Jake Chilvers into the game. 30.5 left in the first quarter. Malcolm converts the bonus. Lead up to 6 for Derby. Bengali on the half court gets it through to Cork. Cork is intercepted and picked up by, I'm not sure whether it was Charlie Brown or Jake Chilwell, but anyway, Derby come up with a steal. They should have the final possession of this opening quarter. Charlie Brown has it. 7 on the shot clock and the game clock in the quarter. Charlie will power inside. Dishes after Malcolm Smith doesn't score. And unfortunate for Derby, that would have been nice to add to the score, but at the end of the first, they lead this one by 22 points to 16 at the end of the first quarter. Very quickly, scorers, before we take a quick break, Malcolm Smith leads the way on 12, Jacob Conway has 5, Charlie Brown and Ollie Stanley both on 2, and for Newcastle, David Moyer's got 6, Ronald Blaine has 4, and there's 2 apiece for Early, Kabangali and Hawthorne. Welcome back to Wildcats Arena. Second quarter action just about to get underway. Newcastle with the ball. Gets it back out to Commentator with the long shot. No good. Rebounded by Hales. Shot from Commentator is short. Rebounded by Malcolm Smith. Jacob Conway for Derby. Back to Charlie. Charlie looking for options, gets it to Malcolm. Malcolm through the lane, kicks out to Jake Chilver. Shot won't go, rebounded by Blaine. Good D from Malcolm Smith once again. Been swapped. Reed can stand up, just making sure he's happy with it. End line ball for Newcastle. Court has it. Good D from Chilver against the bigger man. Court gets the two. Derby on offense with Charlie Brown. Long pass out to Jacob Conway. Didn't think Jacob in the game today. Jake Chilver, after the confusion. Now Charlie Brown. Charlie to Malcolm. Malcolm draws another foul. It's going to be on Kabengli, I suspect. Malcolm back on the line. Converts the first.
Foul was on 6 yards.
I've been told that the foul was on Moyer, in fact, rather than Kabengli. That is Moyer shooting, and it stays with Newcastle. Yes, if it's Moyer's foul, that would explain why I was looking at the scoreboard, waiting for a dot to appear by 12, but nothing appeared. To Blaine. Blaine takes the three, gets it back inside to Court. Good deep from Ollie Stanley. Oh, Court breaks free. And the referee says it's in time, so the basket will count. Charlie Brown for Derby. To Conway at the top for three. Off left. And it will be a Newcastle ball. Blaine with the long shot. Rebounded by Blake Bowman. Charlie Brown for Derby. Into Ollie Stanley. What does Stanley do? Kicks out to Blake Bowman. Blake in double team. Gets across court to Charlie Brown. Charlie from the inside. 5 on the shot clock. And the ambitious. Derby turn it over. Good hustle from Charlie Brown. Finishes up with the ball though. Shot from Newcastle, well short. Blake Bowman responds with the rebound. Here he is going all the way to the basket. Doesn't get there, but gets his own rebound and tips it in for two. Blake, good D from Smith. Kabengala's shot rims out, pulled down by Charlie Brown. Ollie Stanley sees Malcolm. Malcolm goes to work, doesn't get there, but guess what? He's drawn a foul. He's been doing that a lot today. If he's not careful, he's going to make me run out of space to write down all his free throws. So the foul, I think, is on 15.
15 yards.
John Cork. Shout out to Steve, doing a great job of making sure the court stays slip-free. Another two for Malcolm. Means he has made 9 out of 10 at the line so far.
Just subbed out for Damien.
28-20. 6.5 left in the second. Moya to Cork. Blaine drives inside, kicks it back to Kabengala. Kabengala with the shot is short. Rebounded by Cork. Shot from Cork in Lucas, rebounded by Ollie Stanley. And here come the Blazers with Bidemi slowing it down. Charlie Brown out to Blake Bowman on the wing, back into Ollie Stanley. Stanley goes to work this time, gets his own rebound, stripped away from him though by Cork. And Blaine is back on offense. Blaine powers into a brick wall of 3 Derby defenders. There's going to be a foul called somewhere. I think it's on Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Charlie picks up his first. That makes the first. Makes the second as well.
Substitution Newcastle.
Federici is checking back in for Newcastle, replacing Oscar Lee Hales. Into Derby, powering his way inside as it's stripped away from him. And that will be a Derby ball as Newcastle lose control. Timeouts requested by Team Newcastle. So we're about to get back underway. There's 5:20 left in the second quarter. Derby leading this one by 6. And it's a Derby possession coming in. Charlie Brown will have it. Plays down to Jacob Conway and across to Josh Kidemi. Blake Bowman. Powers inside, doesn't get the drop. Pulled down by Cork. Cork has it, feeds Lane. Good D from Blake Bowman. Stops the shot early. Uses his size to get the putback for 2. Can he keep it alive? He can. Newcastle appealing, saying they thought that was their ball, but not from my vantage point. Josh Kidemi checks out for Derby. Ash Ugo is back into the game. Seconds on the shot clock as Charlie inbounds it. So Derby needs to be quick here. Ash Ugo will go for the long shot. It's long. Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock expires and pulled down by Federici. One shot from Newcastle, no good. Rebound is from Charlie Brown. Putback is there from Ollie Stanley. After Malcolm's initial shot didn't make contact. Ollie goes to 4 points. Good to see him playing so freely after what looked like a pretty bad injury last weekend. Ollie coming up with a steal now as well. Here's Ugo. Back to the top and Charlie Brown. Jacob thought about the 3. Will continue to move the ball around. Ugo to Charlie Brown. 5 on the shot clock. Men inside. That was maybe one pass too many then from Derby. And resulting in a turnover. From Ash Ugo, but Newcastle get the ball over halfway satisfactorily. Federici to Cork. Moya. Trying to find Cork inside, turned over. Derby by 6, 3 minutes left in the second. That's the new play for Derby. Ollie Stanley along the baseline, no good, rebounded by Moya. Moya kicks out to Cork, short, collected by Ash Ugo. From Federici on the ground, but Charlie gets the ball through to Malcolm. Cross court, huge shot coming in from Jacob Conway. Early rebounds it, and it's with Lane for the fast break. On a timeout call by Derby. Don't forget you can get involved on the live chat. Good to see 104 people watching at this stage. So log in, have your say, and we'll try and give you a shout out as well. coming back out following the timeout from Derby. Derby leading by 4, 2:17 left in the second quarter. It's going to be Ash Ugo to put the ball in for Derby. Charlie Brown feeds Malcolm Smith. Malcolm is called for an offensive foul. As Early takes the charge. First foul on Malcolm. Who leads all scorers with 17 points. Broken up by Charlie Brown. Great steal from Charlie Brown. And Ash Ugo will finish that fast break. Wow. Early puts the shot up. Makes another two. Very effective in the post, but can also shoot the three. Charlie Brown, long pass cross court to Ash. Back to the top and Jacob, and Malcolm inside on the free throw line. Tries to get inside, forgot to set the ball with him. It's stripped away by Newcastle, who make a fast break themselves and score through Ronald Blaine. Brown. Long pass cross court to Jacob Conway. The three won't drop for him today. Inside the final minute in the second quarter, it's a 2-point game. Whistle. I think it was an off the ball foul, so it's an end line ball. There'll be a second person on Charlie Brown, and he will sub out, replaced by Kieran Jones. Joined Derby mid-season, was at Stoke last season, won the Division 3 North Player of the Season award. Jacob Conway also taking a breather, replaced by Ronald O'Beirian. Moya tries a three, doesn't get there, caught, doesn't get there either, gets his rebound again. Blaine ties the game. Seconds left in the second quarter. Here's O'Beirian for Derby, doesn't go. Rebounded by Federici. Federici slows it down. Newcastle have a chance to take a lead into the break if they can get a score from this possession. 10 seconds left. Moya will put up a three. It's in and out, and it's rebounded by Ollie Stanley, and there's no time for him to do anything with it. So we are all tied at the half-time break with 32 apiece. We will very quickly just run through the scorers at the half-time break, and then we'll take a breather. Malcolm Smith leading Derby on 17. Jacob Conway's got 5. Ollie Stanley on 4, Charlie Brown, Blake Bowman and Ash Ugo all on 2. For Newcastle, Ronald Blaine leads the way with 12. There's 6 apiece for Early and Moya. Cork has 4 and Kabengali and Cawthorne both on 2 points. As for rebounding, Newcastle sitting with 23 boards so far, just edging the contest between themselves and Derby. Derby on 18 as we take a breather at the half-time break. The score's all tied here in Nottingham. It's Derby 32, Newcastle 32. Welcome back then to the Wildcats Arena in Nottingham. I mentioned actually that we'd like you to get involved in the comments earlier, and I didn't think anybody was doing because we had a problem with the screen, so we couldn't see any comments, but there were some coming in, so thank you for those. And I have just seen the one that said the mic was a little bit quiet, so we think we've altered the level there. So if you can give us a thumbs up or something just to let us know if that's better, that would be really good to know.
Check me out.
Quick couple of shout outs. Rob Blaine is watching. I guess that's probably back in America, saying let's go Rob. Blake Bowman's mum saying let's do this Blazers. Andy Court giving a shout out to Jack on the Newcastle side. And Mackenzie saying come on Blazers as well. So thanks for your shout outs, keep them coming. Hopefully that volume level is a bit better for you now as well. Paula Conway checking in. That's Jacob's mum from America. Afternoon, Paula. She says, keep it strong, Trailblazers, as we get underway in the second half, third quarter. All tied at 32. As I mentioned earlier, Derby ideally need to win this game by 11 points or more after Newcastle won the opening contest between these two sides by 10. Emma says the volume is much better, and so does Paula, so that's much better. Thank you very much for letting us know. Back underway. Blake Bowman for Derby, putting the shot off balance, it doesn't go. Federici with the rebound. Broken up by Derby, is it? No, yes. Charlie Brown somehow keeps alive by bouncing it off the backside of Ronald Blaine, and he didn't like that. He screamed, he said, "Ah, that hurts." I can imagine it probably did. One of those things that you probably won't see in a game of basketball ever again, but a smart move by Charlie Brown, unless you happen to be Ronald Blaine. Bowman, spin move to the basket, dishes off, but it's a turnover. The pass was not seen by Ollie, but Federici steals it. Moya comes up with a three and nails it. Three-point lead for Newcastle. Malcolm Smith replies with a two. That, incidentally, Newcastle's first three from 13 attempts. They're now 1 of 13. Foul called on Blake Bowman.
But yes, all they count.
Actually, no better for Derby, really, from the three-point range. They're 0 from 7 at this stage. Federici fails to convert the first. Gets the second one to go for a 2-point lead. Charlie Brown for Derby. Jacob Conway driving inside. Ends up prostrate. Foul called on the Newcastle defender. And Jacob on the line for two. First one is good. James all squared after Jacob sinks both. the baseline, gets the ball back, kicks it out to Yabantu. Yabantu driving inside, kicks out to Early. 3 is no good. Rebounded by Yabantu. Yabantu goes to work going inside, doesn't get there, and it's collected by Ollie Stanley. Here's Conway, gets it to Charlie Brown. Into Malcolm Smith. Malcolm off balance, goes off the backboard for 2, and Derby back in front. Lane to Federici. Federici too early. Almost lost it. Recovered by Blaine. Back with Early. Good D from Ollie. Blaine short and rebounded by Ollie Stanley. Ollie kicks it back out to Blake Bowman. To Charlie Brown and Ollie Stanley on the side. 5 on the shot clock as Charlie passes out to Blake Bowman. Bowman brings it inside, trips with it. And it's going out of bounds, turned over by Derby. (38-36) with 6.5 to play. It's picked off by Malcolm Smith. Charlie Brown somehow keeps that in bounds. Back to Jacob Conway. And Jacob will bring the ball over halfway for Derby. Happy to run the point. Kicks it out to Charlie, looking for the 3. In and out. Rebounded by Smith. But he couldn't hang on to it, and Federici will have it. Through to Moya. Moya finger rolls for 2 and ties the game. Shout out to all the Chilver clan who are watching. Good to have you with us as well. Malcolm Smith's shot no good that time, rebounded by Blaine. Moya again, blocked by Derby. Loose ball picked up by Federici, who gets the 2 and a whistle. Fouls on Malcolm, his second. While we have a break as well. Quick shout as well to Jill Kent, normally our team manager, and Stuart running the tuck shop. I think they're watching as well. And the McGaffin household also watching, I've heard. Missing all of those people who are normally a key part of what goes on within the Trailblazers family. Charlie goes to work, gets the 2, ties the game at 40. Doubles his own personal tally in the game as well. Charlie Brown kicks it back to Ronald Aberios, around the corner to Ashugo. And the passing is trying to find Malcolm Smith is stolen by Moya. Here's Federici to Moya at the top looking for the 3. It doesn't go. Rebounded by Ashugo. 41-40. Newcastle by 1. Hugo will look for the 3. In and out. Derby's Barron spell from outside the arc continues. Sending it into Federici, goes for the 2 and gets it. Gets it round to Iberia, and now back with Charlie Brown as the shot clock goes down to 10. Great D from Federici. Charlie breaks free of it, feeds inside. There's a 3-second violation called, denying Derby the score. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Newcastle leading by 3. Hawthorne to Moyer. Moyer with a big 3. It's all string. His second of the game. Shot is blocked. And a timeout is called by Derby, suddenly staring at a 6-point deficit after leading for the majority of the game. 3:18 in the third quarter. It's Derby 40, Newcastle 46. Back underway, Newcastle possession. Federici to Hawthorne. Hawthorne feeds inside the Blaine. No way through to the basket. Hawthorne gets it back. Coming to work. Travelling violation is called on Hawthorne. Chris Hughes from Rebound checking in on the comments now as well. Yeah, I kind of agree with your comment there, Chris. It's always going to be a close game with two sides coming into this one with identical 10-4 records. Conway for Derby, kicks round the side. Josh Gademi has it. Gademi to the hole is good for 2. First point in the game there for Josh Gademi. Yabantu replies for Newcastle. Conway tries a 3 and finally Derby get a 3 points to drop after 9 unsuccessful attempts. Yabantu tries to reply and does so for Newcastle. Foul is called on Kieran Jones, which means Malcolm Smith's basket will not count. Federighi to Moya. Blaine, long two, doesn't go. Rebounded by Ash Hugo. Hugo under pressure. Needs an option, finds Smith. Here's Conway looking for another three. Off right with it, Malcolm Smith. Tries to recycle, shot way off target and rebounded by Blaine. Three from the corner from Newcastle is no good. Rebounded by Jones. Conway spins, goes to work, draws contact. And that will be foul number 3 on Jacob Cawthorne. Just laughing at a comment here from Chris Holt. Says, Derby need Nate Reinking and Joel Burns on the perimeter. 3-point gurus. Yeah, I see where you're going there with that one, Chris. They could maybe come and do a bit of coaching work. Legendary players from Derby's heyday in the BBL many years ago. Jacob sinks another 2 at the line. We approach the final seconds of the third. 47-51. Newcastle by 4. Yabantu back out to Federighi. Yabantu looking for the 3. This will be a dagger if it goes. It doesn't. It's rebounded by Ollie Stanley. Derby, can they do something with this final few seconds? Less than 10 seconds on it. Kieran Jones goes up for the shot, doesn't go. Federighi, here's a time for Newcastle to get a shot in. Blocked by Blake Bowman. Wow, great defensive stop by Blake Bowman, denying Jacob Cawthorne from adding to Newcastle's 4-point advantage at the end of the third. We are at the end of the third. Derby 47, Newcastle 51. For the Blazers, Malcolm Smith on 21, Jacob Conway on 11, and for Newcastle, David Moyer on 14 and Ronald Blaine on 12. So we're back underway with the Newcastle possession. Well, we need some strong D in this final quarter. Ball has it for Newcastle. no good, and rebounded by Ollie Stanley. Kieran Jones for Derby, to Jacob Conway. Conway gets it into Blake Bowman. Down to 5 on the shot clock, as Blake Bowman says, "Don't worry, there's no pressure, I'll have the 2 points for you." Turned on by Newcastle, another stop, just what Derby need. Jake Chilver checking out, Malcolm Smith comes back in. Great what Matt Shaw's just done there, giving Malcolm a little bit longer than the normal 2 minutes at the end of the quarter to recuperate. Conway, big 3 is good! And Derby back in front by 1. Caught, no good, rebounded by Jones. Here's Bowman, feeds Malcolm Smith for 2! And Smith is back to doing what he does best, putting the ball through the hoop and drawing contact. The foul is on 6, David Moyer. I think that is his 3rd foul, I think. Is it on the scoreboard yet, or is it his 2nd?
Yeah.
3-point play is good for Malcolm. For the line, from the line now for Malcolm. Here's Moyer. Moyer shot no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Foul by Ollie.
Fouls on Ollie Stanley, which will be Ollie's 2nd. Foul on Moyer, by the way, his 2nd, not his 3rd. That's 2 more from the line, as he moves on to 16 points. Directing play for Derby. Down into the corner to Kieran Jones. Kieran through the middle. He tries a behind the back pass, and it's picked off by Blaine. And Moyer's launching a 3, which is good. Costly error by Jones. As Newcastle back in front. Bowman with a spin move. Kicks out to Jones. Doesn't drop for Derby, rebounded by Yabantu. Moyer feeds Blaine for 2 more. And Charlie Brown is back in for Derby, replacing Kieran Jones. .55-58, 7:19 left in the game. Charlie to Malcolm. Malcolm long pass cross court to Jacob Conway. Back to Charlie. Ollie. Down to 4 on the shot clock. Conway will shoot baseline. Doesn't get the bounce. Pulled down by Blake Bowman. Great rebounding. Malcolm Smith's 3 is no good, and Moyer will pull down the rebound. Blaine for 2, draws contact. He'll go to the line. Foul number 3 on Malcolm. And Newcastle all of a sudden have a 5-point lead from being 4 points down. So a 9-0 run. Make that a 10-0 run. 6.5 in the game. For Derby, inside to Malcolm Smith. Foul's called before the shot. It's a holding foul on Moyer, and that will be his third. Josh Kademi coming back in, replacing Ollie Stanley. Jacob puts up the 3, off right. Pulled down by Cork. Moyer. Good feed from Derby. Moyer tries inside. Back out to Yabantu. Cork. Cork beats Kademi. Doesn't get the short points though, rebounded by Smith, and here come the Blazers. Smith goes to work, soft shot doesn't go, rebounded by Conway, his shot blocked by Cork. Going to be a Derby end line. Checking back in, replacing John Cork. Charlie Brown, long inbound to Malcolm Smith. Blake Bowman doing well to keep that one a Derby ball. Puts the shot up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Charlie Brown. Feeds Malcolm for 2. And seemingly no contact there from anybody. Malcolm goes to 26 points in the game. And Derby down by 4 with 5:23 on the clock. Blocked by Charlie Brown. Referee not sure, he says possession arrow. And the possession arrow is in Derby's favour. Although they are now having another conflab, so they may not be a Derby ball. No, they stick with the original decision that it's a Derby ball. Here's Blake for Derby. To Josh Kademi at the top for 3, easy point. Back to a 1-point ball game, 4:50 on the clock. Great D from Derby. Malcolm takes the tumble as he gets the rebound, but I think he's okay. The foul is on
8 yellow.
Federici. It's going to be foul number 3, I think, on Federici. And a timeout is called. So we'll take a quick breather. So 4:40 left. Go on Gademi, says Brian Castellon in the comments. Yeah, it was a big shot that he made. And he's not really had many in the game today. That's only his 3rd shots he's taken, and he's made 2 out of the 3. Bowman. Technical foul has been called for a flop on the Newcastle player.
Yellow 8.
That's called on Nicola Early. That will bring Steve Woodruff back into action to mop the floor.
He's now going out, be replaced by
Early's 3rd personal, and he's checking out.
that's his 4th personal.
4th personal, in fact, on Early. Jacob at the line ties the game. One of my video colleagues has just suggested we should encourage people watching the stream to start stamping your feet and shouting defence, defence when Derby need a bit of help. Steve and Nathan on the video stream today. AJ working the scoreboard and doing a great job first go at doing it as well. Bowman to Conway. Thought briefly about the 3, but passed it back to Blake. Conway has it again thinking about the 3, puts it back to Charlie at the top. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Derby need to do something. They are out of time. It was only a 14 reset, and I don't think Derby realised. $61 all, 4:11 to play. Well, the bench joining in with that shout. Malcolm Smith, great defence! Wrestles it away from Kabengele, and Josh Gademi eventually gets the rebound. Here's Conway going to work and getting the 2, and Derby in front by 2. Now let's get them on the defence. Moyer, chipped out by Josh Gademi, but it stays with Newcastle on the baseline. Ash Ugo is checking back into the game for Jacob Conway. Just giving Jacob a very quick breather, I suspect. He's the man with the hot hand at the moment. Yabantu going to the hoop is fouled by Charlie Brown. That'll be his 3rd.
Derby's 14 fouls.
Fourth team foul on Derby too.
Maybe I'm too far ahead of myself.
Well, it may actually be the third, actually. Banter on the line anyway, sinks the first. And completes the set to tie the game. Charlie. Setting the play for Derby, looking for options, needs help. Gets it long pass cross court to Ash Hugo. Hugo to the top and Blake Bowman will go for the three, it's off left. And it's rebounded by Newcastle, but is Malcolm Smith going to come up with a steal? No, Ash Hugo does. And Derby have it back. Gademi into Bowman. Bowman fakes his shot. Drives inside against Blame, puts it up. Two is good off the glass. Big play, Blake Bowman. Quiet game for Blake, actually. He's just done 6 points, I think. Federici tries a three for Newcastle, rebounded by, well, it could be Ash or Blake. I don't know who you're going to give that one to. They both wanted it, and they were both pretty confident it was theirs. Well done, stats people, on working out who that was going down to. They could always cheat and put team defensive, I suppose. And it's turned over by Derby. A wayward pass. Kabenguli doesn't get there. Whistle on the play. It's going to send him to the line. Wouldn't mind seeing a replay as to exactly how many steps he took on the way to the hoop then, but Malcolm Smith picks up foul number 4. Bengley on the line makes the first. And completes the set. Malcolm checks out. He's very rarely been out in this game. He's played. The stats I'm looking at are a little bit delayed of real time, but he's played, I would say, over 34 minutes of the 38 that we played. Ollie Stanley is the replacement player for Derby. Jacob Conway back in, he drives into the hoop and he will go to the line. Foul's going to be on Kabenguli. That'll be his second.
No, his first, apparently. His first, apparently.
Jacob with 2 more at the line. Yabantu. This is off the Bailey. Shot is blocked and rebounded by Blake Bowman. Huge play by Blake. Here's Blake at the other end. Kicks it out to Jacob. It's off to Demi for the 3. Not only does he make the 3, he gets fouled, and he's going to the line for 1. The foul is on Ronald Blaine. (70-65) with 1:29 still to play. Demi can't convert the bonus. And he is called for a defensive foul at the opposite end. What a sequence from Blake Bowman just before that though. Blocking the shot, rebounding and providing the assist. for Josh Kademi with that big three.
This one's good.
Lane on the line sinks the first. It's the second. Malcolm back into the game, replacing Josh Kademi. And Federici back in for Newcastle. Derby by 3. 75 seconds left in the game. Blake Bowman to Charlie Brown. Back to Bowman. And now Conway to Ollie Stanley. Malcolm gets it. Shot no good. Kept alive by Malcolm. Great hustle from the big man. We're down to 51.8 on the game clock. The referees want to have a word with one another. Also need a floor wipe. Derby take the opportunity for an unofficial timeout while the referees converse.
This might be a discussion on how long should be on the shot clock, I think. Possibly. AJ to my left just saying it could be about how long's on the shot clock, which is what I was thinking as well. Yeah. We're going to count down from 14.
So we are set to 14 at the moment. We're going to see how much time is run off it, if any. It may not be a full 14. In fact, referee Hodgson is now at the table, just having a word with the table officials. It looks like we're going to 7 seconds on the shot clock. Meanwhile, Coach Elderkin doesn't seem happy with that. He's conversing with the referee now. Interestingly, in all of that, we had 2 of the 3 referees speaking with Newcastle's coach. Neither, or none of the 3 have spoken to Matt Shaw as far as I was aware. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be a sideline ball for Derby, who lead by 3 with 51.8 seconds left in the game. Charlie to Ollie and back to Charlie. 2 seconds on the clock as Bowman fires into the 3, doesn't go, but it's collected by Ollie Stanley and Derby can reset, and Malcolm Smith can score! We're back to a 5-point advantage. Derby now need a stop on defence. Cork with a shot, it's long, it's rebounded by Bowman. And Derby can slow it down now. 30 seconds left in the game, they lead by 5. Conway will run time off this clock. He's double teamed and he's fouled by Yabantu. And Jacob Conway will go to the line. It's foul number 3 on Yabantu. 21.3 seconds left in the game. First one swishes home. Is 10 out of 10 for Jacob Conway from the free throw line. And timeouts have been called by Newcastle, with Derby leading by 7 and 21.3 seconds left in this ball game. What a contest.
So Newcastle with the timeout, and of course they get to advance the ball. So 14 seconds will be theirs, and that leaves 7 seconds for Derby if Newcastle use the whole lot. But they don't use the whole lot. They put the shot straight away. Derby rebound. Foul is committed, and Malcolm Smith is going to the line. Foul is on John Cork. Timeout scored by Newcastle again. 16 seconds remaining. Malcolm will go to the line for 2. The last throw of the dice there for Newcastle, calling that timeout with 16 seconds remaining. Derby leading by 74 points to 67. And Malcolm Smith to the line. And the first one just short from Malcolm. Second one is good. Newcastle under pressure from Derby, but they break free of it. There's a whistle on the play. Let's see what it is. Foul is called. There were too many bodies in the way for me to see who that was called on. But it looks like Newcastle are going to the line for shots, and it's going to be Federici taking them.
That was on whoever 11 is, I presume Conway.
So Federici makes the first. 6 seconds left after the second shot. Federici split a pair last time. This time he makes both. And timeout is called, I think, by Derby now to advance the ball, as the gap is now 8 points. No, that's correct, that is 75-69.
My score's correct, yeah. The scoreboard went all over the place then.
75-69, I think, is the correct score. 6 seconds left in the game. Derby will advance the ball down court. Just quickly, while we have this break, just round up the other action from today. Earlier on today here in Nottingham, Bradford Dragons 75, BA London Lions 77. Leicester Warriors have beaten Nottingham McDonald Hood 76-58, and Worthing Thunder, after a defeat yesterday, back to winning ways, beating Essex Rebels 87-72. Derby next week away at Oakland's Wolves. That's on Sunday afternoon. I believe it's a 3:30 tip, but we will confirm on our social media. And then Easter Saturday, Derby have the daunting prospect of going down to Solent, that team that's so easy to beat. Not. Charlie Brown to inbound. Malcolm Smith has it, going for the three. In and out. Pulled down by Newcastle. We are out of time. Derby have the victory, but not by the 11 points they were hoping for. But back to winning ways after a disappointing one yesterday. Derby 75, Newcastle 69 here at the Wildcats Arena. And just to try and bring you a quick look at final stats. Jacob Conway on 22, Charlie Brown 4, Blake Bowman 6, Ollie Stanley 4, Malcolm Smith 29, Ash Ugo 2, Josh Gudemi 8, Malcolm adding 7 rebounds, Ollie Stanley getting 10, Blake Bowman 9 and Charlie Brown 6, and dishing off 6 assists as well. Blake Bowman also with 6 assists, so a good split of points and rebounding and assists there from Derby. For Newcastle, David Moyer on 19 and Ronald Blaine on 19 as well, so the two Americans leading the scoring. Yabantu on 7, Federici on 8, Early finishing with 6, Jacob Cawthorne on 2, Gabengali on 4 and Cork on 4, and rebounding, top rebounders for Newcastle, Federici leading the way on 8 and 6 for David Moyer. Happy to say, joined by Malcolm Smith, who pops in to speak after the game. Malcolm, great to get back to a winning after the disappointing of yesterday.
Yes. Yesterday was extremely disappointing. Just, as a team, I think we all took it kind of hard. We wanted to come out here and just play hard, not necessarily, have it result in a win. It would be nice, but we just wanted to play better, kind of, represent Derby better than what we did yesterday. So I think we did that. There's a lot more we can do, to get better and stuff. We're just trying to gear up and get ready for the playoffs. So we just got to keep getting better week to week. So.
And with your own personal performance today, you were out there for 35.5 minutes out of 40, despite being in some foul trouble. 29 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of steals in there as well. Are you happy with that today?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy. It's just, bouncing back from a rough game yesterday and then just seeing the team win. it was just good for us to get back out here and get back to it. So, I'm glad that I played well personally, but just wanted to have high energy and kind of just play well as a team. So we did that today.
Good split between yourself and Jacob today. Jacob doing a great job at the foul line, you see as well at the free throw line, converting those shots, and in a game that's as tight as this, that can make all the difference.
Yeah. Even yesterday, I guess we missed a couple of free throws, kind of that would have put us over the hump yesterday. So we just want to do a better job of making our free throws. I'm glad me and Conway was able to knock them down today. We get to the free throw line quite a bit, so it's good for us to knock them down.
And as we get into this point of the season now, just a few league games left for us. Important to get those wins, no matter how they come against.
Yes, that's why we're just trying to rack up wins, get good position for the playoffs, and then really just it's just about playing well down the stretch, just getting better, because you don't know who you're gonna play in the playoffs. And, a team like us, we can beat anybody. We just got to be on and be ready. So that's just the main thing for us right now.
And a real contrast in the next 2 games coming up. You're down to Oakland's Wolves, who are struggling towards the bottom of the table next weekend, and then that daunting trip down to Solent the following weekend. So how do you look ahead to those 2 games and the contrast that they'll offer?
Well, yeah, it's like you said, contrast, but at the same time, that's the challenge. We got to stay the same every game, regardless of who we playing. I think that's kind of what we, like yesterday, Bradford was the team kind of at the bottom of the table. We up 30, and we let our foot off the gas. Came back to bite us. So we just got to stay focused, no matter who we playing, which I think we will do. So.
And Solent getting the win in the inaugural Lynch Trophy yesterday, they just look so unstoppable, don't they? Do you think anybody can actually end that record this season?
Yeah, hopefully we can, in a couple weeks' time. But they do look really good. They're well organized. You can just see the structure and the way they play. And, Thames Valley as well was two good teams in the final yesterday. It's a credit to their program. They practice all the time and they kind of just have good continuity. So, hopefully we can give them a game. When we go down there in 2 weeks' time. So.
Malcolm, congratulations today. Well done with the win, and good luck in the remainder of the season. Yeah. Malcolm Smith joining us here at the Wildcats Arena, where Derby have come away with a victory in this one today. The Trailblazers beating Team Newcastle by 75 points to 69. just leave it for us.